Hello, you guys. It's Scrapella Amy here, and I'm going to be starting a new series, hopefully, on my YouTube channel. It's going to be kind of like a field note. That's what I'm going to call it, anyways. And this is just these little notebooks that I got with my Hobonichi Techo. These are just some separate ones that I ordered, and they're very thin. They come in 3 colors, as you can see here, and they fit perfectly in the back of the actual Hobonichi. And yeah, and so I have them dedicated, and this blue one I'm going to designate as my field notes notebook. I love learning. I've always have, and I've already graduated from the university, and I just kind of want to continue my education on a personal level. And so this is just kind of going to be a notebook designated for things that I'm interested in, things that I find fascinating, or things that I just want more information. And so yeah, I hope you guys like this series. And so because this is going to be the first entry into my field notebook, I decided to do something that I know so much information about these guys. They're orcas. They're one of my favorite animals. They've always have been ever since I was like, I want to say like maybe 10 or 11. I've always loved orcas, and my goal is to see an orca, like a one in nature. I don't want to go to SeaWorld. I don't want it to get anyone to get like their feelings hurt or anything like that. I don't believe that orcas or any marine mammal should be in captivity, except for maybe manatees. But other than that, I mean, that's a side note. But for me personally, I will never go to SeaWorld. I don't believe that they should be in captivity. And so my goal is to see one in nature. So I try going whale watching like probably once a year to hopefully see it. And most recently I saw the dorsal fin of a orca off the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Like they have like a little patio, and that's kind of what brought on this little field note, because I was like, you know what, I miss learning, so this is kind of like what it is. So the first one is of the orca, and basically what I'm going to do, and like I said, this is a very trial run, something that I just decided to do this weekend. And so I'll just give you a little information about orcas. Is that there are actually I believe 5 species of orcas, and the 3 most prevalent are the let me look really quick, sorry. They are the resident, the transient, and the offshore. And then the resident orcas are actually the one that we have the most information about. They're the most playful, they're the most common of the 3 population. And these are in the Northeast Pacific, and these guys eat mainly fish and squid, and these guys are also the ones that live in complex family groups called pods. Now this is kind of like more of like the ones that you'll see at SeaWorld, because they are the most prevalent and most studied. There are also the transient orcas, and these guys are actually the ones who eat the actual like the sea lions, and we all say no, don't eat it, like run away, sea lion. But these guys actually eat mainly marine mammals, and these guys are the ones that kind of like get the name for the killer whales, because that's kind of like how because they're killers of the top predators, the apex of the ocean. And so it's kind of like these guys who are the ones who kind of give them that killer whale name. And these guys are actually different than the resident orcas, because they actually don't intermingle. They actually live in the same areas, but they completely ignore each other. They don't breed at all. This is something that I just recently found out when I was doing this page, is that these guys have not interbred in over 10,000 years. So these guys I don't know, they don't like each other, I don't know, but the genetic DNA indicates that they have not interbred in the wild for over 10,000 years, which to me is insane. So they do just interbreed within their species, but what's actually very sophisticated is to avoid that interbreeding, they actually go and they breed with other pods. So they don't breed within their same pods, which I think is another cool thing. And yeah, so that's what it is. And then with the transient orcas, they actually don't live in such large groups as the resident. These guys actually live with only 2 to 6 other orcas, and they also are not as vocal as the resident orcas. And the offshore orcas, they were actually just kind of, to me, recently discovered in 1988, and they feed primarily on schooling fish because they actually, as their name would indicate, they actually live more closer offshore and not so close inshore, so their prey would be stuff that you can find in the actual open sea. And I think these guys actually can live in huge groups of pods. Their group size is mainly 20 to 75 orcas in a group size, but it can be as big as 200, which is insane to me. And yeah, and I also wanted to kind of say something that you can really tell the difference between a male and a female orca is you can tell that by their dorsal fin. Males' dorsal fins are normally a lot larger, and they're more pointy as well. That's just kind of like a general idea. The one that I saw off of the Monterey Bay Aquarium was a female, and I know that because, like I said, I've been studying these animals since I was like 10 years old, so I just know. But yeah, so that's kind of like just some information, some really quick, fast information about orcas, one of my favorite animals. And I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I hope to continue it, and yeah, so you're just gonna see me. I did leave this little blank area here right above my orca that is breaching because I wanted to kind of either leave it for some personal feelings about why I love orcas so much, or maybe some other facts. So I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with that, but that's why it is open. And yeah, so I will be doing a flip through of my Hobonichi pretty soon. I kind of want to do one more week and then show how I'm using my Hobonichi week. So if anybody is interested in that video, that will be coming up relatively shortly, within 1 or 2 weeks. All right, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Bye.